Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. As for the question, I'm a full participant in the stock market. I read that it was forbidden, but I don't know how authentic the narration was. Then I heard a student of knowledge say it, but with no explanation. And if so, what is the proof with explanation? Then the issue of investing in stocks and shares has been researched by the senior scholars. And there are a number of verdicts, fatwa, and likewise pieces of research, buhuth ilmiya, as it relates to this topic. From those verdicts that we find is that of the permanent committee. After researching the matter, they concluded أجابت بأن التعامل في الأسهم بيعا وشراء أمر جائز. Dealing with shares, buying them and selling them, investing in shares is something that is permissible, because the base rule في البيع والشراء الحل, as it relates to buying and selling, is that buying and selling are lawful. لقوله تعالى, based upon the saying of Allah the Most High, وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا. Allah made trade lawful and He declared usury to be forbidden. إلا ما دل دليل على استثنائه من هذا الأصل, unless there is a proof to establish an exception to this base rule. And the scholars, they divide investing in shares, and to make it simple, into a number of categories. If we say 3 categories, the first, حفظكم Allah, is أن تكون الشركات, that the company that you are investing in, the objectives and the activities are mubaha, are lawful. So the company that you are investing in, the objectives and the activities of that company are lawful. Then it would be permissible to invest in those type of shares. Like, for example, we find in some fatawa, cement company, حفظكم Allah, electricity company, and other than that. Now, the second category, which you most probably can understand from what was mentioned in the first, al-ashum al-muharrama, shares that are forbidden. And shares that are forbidden, it's forbidden to invest in these type of companies. And these are companies that are involved in activities that are muharrama, like companies, alcohol companies, or companies that deal in riba, or intoxicants, like in the West, marijuana companies, and the like. The third category, that which they refer to as al-ashum al-mukhtalata, shares that are mixed. And with regards to this, you find that the majority of the scholars, the senior scholars of today, they say that this third category is also forbidden. ولا يجوز التعامل بأسهم الشركات المختلطة. This is the position of the permanent committee, that it's not permissible to invest in a company that their shares, na'am, they are mixed. What does this mean? They say that the origin of the business of that company is something that is lawful. However, they are involved in forbidden activities, like, for example, usury, for example. They're involved in some type of usury and these transactions, whether it's taking it or giving it. Naam. So that's a brief summary, حفظكم Allah, as it relates to this issue. I would advise anyone, barakallah feekum, that is thinking of investing, that alhamdulillah you get knowledge about this matter. And if there's a specific company that you ask, alhamdulillah, the scholars are accessible. And if you're investing on that level, barakallah feekum, then choose some of the scholars that you trust. Do not look for rukhas, concessions, which are based upon weak opinions. Rather, you ask a scholar, tathiq, بعلمه ودينه, with his religion and with his knowledge, and you get some clarity about those affairs. Why? Because العلم قبل القول والعمل, knowledge precedes speech and actions. And I hope that brought a brief or concise clarity as it relates to obviously a topic that would be more detailed for somebody looking to invest in a specific company. There are just some basic guidelines. وجزاكم الله خيرا والله أعلم.